Hello everybody, it's Chichuki back with another Chichuki Reviews episode. We're playing some more demos that were revealed during the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. This episode is Unicorn Overlord. Let's get right into it. System options. Okay, this is a tactical RPG. I'm not a fan of tacticals, but this game looks gorgeous, so I really want to like it. And that's why demos are around. I'm not gonna set the timer because I don't know how long these demos are. It could be a chapter, it could be 10 minutes. I think this one's gonna be a little longer.
Take leave of this place while you're still able.
To where, I might ask? Nigh every last of Cornia's lords has forsaken us in favor of the traitor Valmore. No refuge remains for a crowned fugitive. Yet the general seeks my death and mine alone. I shall not flee from that fate. Though you still can, a sole rider with Elaine at your side. Take him, Joseph. Raise that delicate seedling into a sturdy tree capable of weathering the harsh climes that await. And pray safeguard the ring of the unicorn as well. Hold it close to you until Elaine is a man grown. He will have need of the power it bears.
My queen,
Mother? Are they coming for us?
Heed well these words, Elaine. I say this not as your mother, but as your queen. From here forth, you're to treat Joseph's command as though it were spoken directly with my tongue. Do you understand?
Of course, but...
She's as good as dead, probably.
My faith and more lies with you, Joseph. I only pray...
This game is probably going to be very story heavy, so
Farewell.
Know that going in.
And may the heavens guide you.
Why are you just standing there, Joseph? Aren't you going to help her?
would that I were able, my prince. Come, we've not a minute to spare.
Unit movement. Move the cursor with L to select allied units and command them to move across the battle stage. Select Queen Elenia as a unit and use the move command to make them march toward Valmore's position.
Consider wisely our options. Make haste.
No, I can't just walk through the front door.
Ready yourself, traitor.
Yeah, engage target in battle.
Does this suit you?
Witness the royal blade.
Damn.
Regrettable end. I am your shield. We shall see our duty through. I trust you. I never
My
miss.
magic is yours.
So I guess it's part tactical, part RPG like this.
Cornea shall never cave.
We wiped the floor with those posers.
You'll have no mercy
Edit
from
your
me.
unit formation equipment. I guess we have to fight anyway, even though they're man up.
On your guard.
You'll see no harm.
That was a critical?
I shall protect you.
Man, it'd be nice if my attack hit multiple.
We strive together. I trust you.
Go.
Aww.
I have you.
How's this? Victory is ours.
Okay, so why are we... Why are we down one now? Oh, we're not. The queen and her unit count is 4. Okay. Can provide magic assists for allied units. I think we're going to keep the loadout the way we have it. Now this might be the fight where we lose the queen.
Seize her.
Or she gets taken.
Enlighten me, Valmor. To what end do you seek to usurp my throne?
Self-centered fool. It's not merely your throne I aspire towards. It's all of them. Zenoira are the rightful sovereigns of Fevrith, and I, the blade to restore our world to its natural order.
You seek to plunge the continent into war. Fevrith need not suffer your delusions.
A proper ruler demands...
I love the way these characters look.
pointless politicking with insufferable neighbors. Now, I shall achieve that unity through conquest and reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
I would sooner see you slain by my hand!
I have a feeling that she did not win that battle.
My queen, the royal lineage shall endure. 'Tis but a great shame I couldn't aid you further.
All has gone according to plan, my lord. And yet our work only just begins. We stand now at a new dawn for Fevrith, one which will see Zenoira's dominion restored at last. Curious, though, that we've no trace of the old knight's captain.
About that, my lord. A lone cavalry unit was spotted riding through the eastern gate before it was barred.
And the boy is lost to us. A truth obscured only by his mother's futile attempt at a counter-offensive. It would seem I underestimated her penchant for deception.
year 895 of the
Year
Hallowed
895 of the
Chronicle,
Hallowed Chronicle.
claiming himself a scion
Claiming
of the
himself
fallen
a section of the fallen
Zenorian
Zenorian Empire. Let me see if this...
Cornea's once decorated General Valmor
Okay.
rebelled.
Sorry, don't have the...
against
I
his
can't hear the
erstwhile
game.
home at the seat of its
Stupid
monarchy,
OBS.
Gran Corinne. Its queen, Elenia, bold in the face of this staggering betrayal, stood unshrinking as the shield to her son Elaine's safe flight, and mustering what meager forces remained by her side, she rallied a defense as valorous as it was damned. With Cornea's queen lost, care of the young prince fell to her faithful knight, Joseph, who took wing beyond Valmor's wretched grasp to asylum on the Forned Isle of Palavia in the Holy Kingdom of Albion. And boastfully proclaiming himself Fevrith's new emperor, Valmor
So,
donned
did the
a
queen
second
die?
name, Galerius, and began a relentless onslaught the continent's nations could only but
She
struggle
seized the
against.
land. But I don't know if she's dead or just captive.
Yet each realm's endeavors fell in vain time and again. And ere
Okay.
long, Zenoira's vile dominion was realized.
They seized everything.
His blood-soaked unification come to bear. Few dared stand against the ironclad fist of Emperor Galerius. Embers of resistance burned on. Yet the downtrodden could cling only to furtive hopes of liberation. Desperate prayers which fell upon deaf ears night after unceasing night. 10 years have passed since the Shroud of War first set over Cornea.
The unicorn ring!
I wonder if those two are at it again. Well, that takes care of the altar. I suppose I should be getting back.
I'll say it again. This game looks gorgeous. It really does.
Sorry, Elaine, but this round's mine.
Oh, we're fighting with
I'm
Lex.
always worthy optimist. Damn it! You got a good hit in, I'll give you that. There's just no stopping you these days.
Yet you've grown no less than I have. Still, we could likely train for the rest of our lives, and even then, never manage to best Joseph.
Weird to think he's back on the mainland now. Finally making that Liberation Army thing a reality, huh? Guess that means we'll be going up against Enoira soon.
Indeed it does. The people of Cornea are suffering, Lex. Crying out for whatever help will hear their pleas. Should I turn a deaf ear to those voices, I would have little and less claim to the crown I feel is mine.
I keep seeing that as Corneria, but that's Star Fox
And I owe it
universe.
to my mother to see them safe.
Well, yeah, but Zenoira's got the whole world in the palm of their hand. How are we gonna fight back against that?
Alright, so that
Yours
makes me
may
think
be
the queen
theirs,
was
but the heavens
slain
will
in
surely
battle.
favor those who stand for justice.
You got a point there. Sorry for not sounding all too confident. Just make sure you don't take it all on yourself. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Thank you, Lex. You know I can't do this without you.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. Anyway, that's enough training for today. We're gonna miss lunch if we don't
Oh
get
man, we don't
moving.
want to miss lunch.
I suppose it is that time.
You see something out there?
It's a ship.
Looks like they're flying Zenoira colors too.
Pirates!
Island is no longer safe. We have to tell the others.
With you there. You head for the cathedral. I'll make sure the town knows what's
Okay,
coming.
so I guess we're gonna make our way to the cathedral. If it lets us.
Seal off the harbor, and do it quick! Not a soul gets off this island under our watch. All soldiers have alighted, sir!
Dispatch the vanguard to the cathedral. And remember, we're to apprehend the target alive.
Understood, sir!
I always thought Sir was S-I-R.
O Heavenly Father, ruler of land and sky above, we pray this day for deliverance from evil. Grant us the meager sustenance to nourish our fragile bodies in the times to come. Guide our lost souls on the path to salvation. Shine down your radiant light upon us, for darkness looms thick through all corners of Fevrith. Such is my request as your humble servant. In the name of the guardian unicorn, and that of the Holy Mother. Is that you, Elaine? How many times must I ask you not to stomp around in the cathedral?
Uh-oh.
What is the meaning of this?
Well, look what we've got here. Seems we're the first to show. Rough her up if you want, but don't forget, the girl dies and our heads will roll too.
Such depravity will not go unpunished. Not in the house of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah? Then you'd best get to praying. She's fast.
Not as fast as us.
What the?
Scarlet, are you hurt?
Only a little shaken, that's all. What's happening to us, Elaine?
A ship has come ashore on Palavian soil. One hoisting the banner of the Zenoiran army.
And are they aware that you're the Crown Prince?
I can't say for certain, but we know one thing. These people are our enemy, and they must be stopped.
Yes. My cathedral will see no more bloodshed this day. Come, let's move outside.
Your Highness, it's a relief to see you unharmed.
Hold on. Where's Lex?
He went ahead to alert the town. We best find him and get to the harbor.
Indeed. But first, my prince, this belongs to you.
A ring.
The Ring of the Unicorn. Queen Elenia wished for you to have it. In truth, I had intended to wait till signs of age played more deeply across your face. But we no longer have such luxury. I have the utmost faith you'll see it secured.
A keepsake from my mother. Thank you for this, Joseph. Truly.
Make no further mention of it. Now, let us be off.
Sorry, I had to put my headphones back on. Battle stages are the fields of combat where allies and enemy units wage war in real time. Each battle stage has victory conditions that must be fulfilled in order to complete it, such as defeating the enemy commander. Deploying units. Allied units can be deployed from any base flying a blue flag. First, move the cursor to the command post with L, then give a lands unit the order to deploy. Deploying a unit consumes 1 Valor point from the gauge displayed in the upper left of the screen. Valor points can be replenished by defeating enemies, liberating towns and fortresses, and more. Elaine, look, they've already reached the town. Then we know our first aim. We must dispatch those soldiers as quickly as possible.
The path is set.
When an allied unit encounters an enemy unit, the battle menu will appear. Use it to organize your forces and view enemy details before battle. Select battle once you're ready.
Your villainy ends here.
Okay, I think we're gonna keep that the way it is. Battles play out automatically according to various predetermined rules. First, a combatant's initiative determines their turn order. When a combatant's turn arrives, they will use one of their active skills. Using an active skill consumes action points. Combatants will take turns using active skills in order according to their initiative. Battle will continue until all combatants run out of... Ow! How come he gets a 4? Passive skills will trigger automatically when certain conditions are met, such as being hit with an attack. First, Elaine's Noble Guard skill triggers when he is attacked, causing him to protect himself. Using a passive skill consumes PP, passive points. Huh. Well, that's not going to be confusing with PP power points. Next, Scarlet's Quick Heal skill triggers when an ally takes damage, thus healing the ally.
Let me.
Thank you, Scarlet.
Light.
Finally, an enemy's Parting Blow skill triggers at the end of battle, performing an additional attack. The battle will end when all combatants have run out of AP, or when all combatants on one side have been defeated. You can press Y to view the battle log and review the skills that were used in battle. Battle results. If neither unit is defeated in battle, the side with the lower percentage HP remaining is the loser. Makes sense. Upon losing a battle, the defeated unit is knocked back and enters a waiting state, rendering it immobile for a short period. Yeah, we're gonna move right on them.
To me.
Engaging a waiting unit will grant the attacking unit a first strike. A unit executing a first strike will always act first, regardless of initiative.
Come then. Bout.
Good. All that remains now is to reclaim the town. That's where Lex headed, right? I hope he's okay. Liberating facilities. Garrisoning a unit in a town, fort, or other facility will allow that unit to liberate the facility.
The time is at hand. The path is set. For the liberation.
Liberating facilities will replenish Valor points and boost your score upon completing the stage. Additionally, facilities that have been liberated will serve as bases from which allied units can be deployed. Nice. Lex! Hey, sorry about that. They caught me off guard. But don't worry. Everyone's safe. I made sure of it. I knew I was right to count on you, and I'm glad you're unharmed as well. Still wish I could have done more, though. Here, let me scout out ahead to make up for it. Unit movement. Units can be ordered to move in any location you specify. Select the Lex's unit. I was going to say Yex's unit. I don't know how that's possible. Then move to the marked location.
I'm up. You got it. All done.
Oh. Just what I was hoping for. It's time to show these guys what I'm made of.
Ready. On it. This one's mine.
Is this a good idea to have Lex fight by himself? What was the... Different units have different degrees of mobility. The higher the stat is, the quicker they'll move through a battle stage. A unit's combined mobility is determined by the individual mobility stats of its members. So we want to deploy Yosef's unit.
In service of the royal family, what would you ask?
Then move him to...
Very well.
Swapping positions. When two allied units are in close proximity, one can swap in for the other. Oops. Before battle, you will see a prediction of how much damage each unit will take.
Come.
It's not looking...
I shall hold nothing back. I have you.
Healing.
Oh, so that's why we didn't take any damage.
For the liberation.
You better run! Lex! Lex! You alright? You know, it's a miracle you didn't put your armor on straight. Here, this medicine should perk you up again. Acquired healing tonic. When a combatant's HP falls to 0, they will be rendered incapacitated. Items and skills can restore HP and revive incapacitated combatants. Select the items option from a unit's action menu to use an item.
I don't know.
Whew, I needed that. Chloe, perhaps you'd be better served watching after Lex directly. I fear he's a bit of a liability on his own. Very much agreed. No more messing around, Lex. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Ugh. Now then, this area appears to be safe for the time being. Let us hurry on to the harbor. My word, but that's Hodrick. He and I used to stand as the stalwart pillars of Cornea's defense. Yeah, I thought that was that guy. What might possibly have changed? Prepare yourself, rebels. Any foolish enough to defy Emperor Galerius must be put to the sword. Seems combat's our only path. Indeed, ridding this land of the enemy must be our first and only priority, no matter who that enemy may be. Defeat conditions. The time limit expires. Okay, so we lose if we run out of time. Victory. Defeat Hodrick. Selecting multiple units. Move the cursor while holding A to select multiple units, and give them all the same order at once. After selecting the desired units, release A and choose a destination to order all selected units to head toward that location. Oh, oops. Ordering a unit to move or pressing A during a battle stage will automatically pause the game. The move and items command can be used even when the game is paused.
We march.
Okay.
Awaiting your command.
It says hold A. Oh, okay.
As you wish.
What? Oh. Oh, I need to tell them to zoom out.
To me. We march. Onward. The time is at hand. To me.
Oh, because the game's still paused. Okay.
You face me.
This one's...
Come.
I'm ready to hit something.
I have you.
Sure thing. Yes, sir.
I'll not fail you. Very well.
We march. The path is set.
I'm having trouble deciphering.
This one's mine.
Come.
You don't stand a chance.
I shall hold nothing back.
I'm ready to hit something.
Gaze.
This one's mine.
We're gonna take some damage on this one.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
Score one for Lex.
The time is at hand. To me.
Awaiting your command.
I'm up. You don't stand a chance.
I shall hold nothing back.
Oh, I'm reading at like I'm gonna take 62. I'm only gonna take 2 damage.
Hold fast.
Okay, I was reading that wrong.
I fight in me yet. A trivial undertaking. I'll not fail you. By your word. Come. Stand true.
And I didn't realize the timer was moving so fast, so.
The battle is won. I've not chosen my grave yet.
We march. The time is at hand. Onward.
Awaiting your command. As you wish. Gaze upon the face of your demise.
This struggle will only prolong the pain. Accept the mercy of a swift demise.
I fail to understand, Hodrick. What has motivated this shift in allegiance?
Joseph, Cornea's most decorated. Not today!
I have you! Glory to the liberation!
Hold ZR to fast forward the game advancing time quickly. Fast forward can be used both in stages and during battles. If the game is paused, fast forward will automatically resume it.
We march. The path is set.
I shall hold nothing back. Stand true! Try again. The battle is won. What would you ask? By your word.
To me.
Come. Glory to the liberation! Fatigue has struck. As expected.
I've arrived. We march. Onward.
Oh, the time limit goes from left to right, not right to left. I thought it went from right to left and we had like no time left.
Why are you doing this? You, who once stood as my mother's royal guard.
Enough of your questions, Will. Interfere, and I shall see you suffer for it.
A fine job. Another step forth.
May the Father smile upon me.
Nice! Leveled up.
Grows ever closer.
And now we can liberate the town.
What foolishness is this? One such as I, brought low by the cornea vermin that gnawed our ankles.
You've fallen far indeed, Hodrick. How many times did you stare death in the face at Her Majesty's side? Now, look what you've become. I may stand as your swordmaster no longer, but I can yet offer you a merciful end to your descent.
Wait.
Your Highness.
Tell me, Hodrick. Do you remember the times you and I played together? When I was still just a boy? Yours was a bond of loyalty few knights could hope to equal. Why cast that aside and bend the knee to Galerius? I refuse to cut down a friend without first knowing how we've reached this grim conclusion. A simple reason is all I ask. Please.
Elaine!
The ring! What sorcery is this?
Oh, he's under mind control, of course.
What am I doing here?
A spell to shackle the hearts of men.
'Tis the only way I can think to describe it, my prince. That ill-fated day, all the lords closest to your mother turned upon her without so much as a moment's notice. Unfortunately, my memories end there as well.
A frightful power, if what you say is true. This spell of control, it could be called. Such magic would go far in explaining how Galerius so swiftly brought Fevrith to its knees.
I shudder to think what unspeakable evil I wrought upon our world these last 10 years. Though there is no greater misdeed than turning my spear upon you, Prince Elaine.
That's enough. You mustn't blame yourself any further. But I do wonder, how is this ring capable of unmaking the spell?
In truth, I had believed it to be mere regalia, a symbol of your birthright and nothing more. To think the power of cleansing truly exists. Your Highness, that is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornea's royal lineage. Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil, but I had believed such tales to be mere fiction.
The Orthodoxy has a similar story about the Holy Unicorn. How it was a sacred beast able to purge darkness from our lands. It's entirely possible that the ring that bears its image is somehow capable of that same power.
Should Galerius's rule be built upon a foul sorcery that fetters our people, then this ring is the ray of light that will pierce its wicked heart.
Your words ring true, my prince.
Indeed. Were we able to free those bound by his cruel magics?
It might just bring the iron wall of Zenoira crashing down.
All told, I've often found myself plagued with doubt. Is it justice that guides our march, or paltry vendetta? Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother. Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. Mists that will soon be dispelled. It may take days, months, or even years, but I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled, and slay Galerius like the beast he is. And how does Hodrick fare?
Well, all things considered, any fog that lingered in his mind seems to have cleared, and he stands ready to fight once more. By the way, Your Highness, allow me to brief you on our plans for when we arrive. Among the Liberation members I've mustered in my past excursions is a young yet skilled knight by the name of Clive. I'll ride to bring him to you the moment we've reached solid ground.
You have my thanks.
A word, Elaine?
Is something wrong?
Well... no, it's nothing.
Are you sure? Anxiety will be the death of you if you keep it bottled up like that.
It really isn't important, I assure you. It's just... our lives have changed so drastically from the peace we had only yesterday. It barely seems real.
I can't say I feel any different. But I've always known this day would come. It's why I've spent all these years training under Joseph's careful instruction. A shame you never had the chance to meet my mother. She was always one to blaze a path forward, royal blade in arm. But as her heir, I intend to lead in much the same way.
Is that why you and Lex spent all your days banging swords down at the shore?
You've seen that, have you? You know, Hodrick was likely but one of many. And assuming the others who surrendered to Zenoira are being controlled as he was, we may just stand a chance in this. Yet our liberation is still in its nascent days. Promising, yes, but gravely fragile as well. Which is precisely why I'll need your help, Scarlet. To reclaim peace for all who have suffered.
Elaine, Of course. I'll do everything I can. As is my role as a priestess of the Palavian Church.
Yeah, that's why.
Hey, don't forget about me.
Lex.
What?
I'm sorry, my prince. Decorum doesn't come naturally to this fool.
It's all right. When you've known each other as long as we have, there's no reason to let formality bind us.
But there are protocols to observe. Rules we must follow as vassals in service of the crown. Still, I'm of the same mind. What mind he has, that is. I'll give my all in the royal name, Your Majesty.
Thank you all. I couldn't ask for a finer group of friends.
Aw. Yeah, of course. Save my progress. So with most of these demos, you can bring over your progress to the full game when it actually comes out. Select your difficulty. This can be changed at any time. Story, a difficulty focused around enjoyment of the story. For players looking to win battles without much difficulty. Tactical, a difficulty focused around tactical gameplay for players familiar with strategy. I want to know the story. Call to action!
Elaine, why have you stopped?
We're surrounded.
Uh-oh.
Not the welcome party I was hoping for.
Get your vile claws off of me!
Let her go!
Chloe! I should have known you'd be behind this treachery, Renault.
What is the meaning of this?
Apologies for the icy reception, but we've business with the girl.
What?
What business could you have with Scarlet? Unhand her this instant.
No, I don't think that will be happening. I act under orders from Emperor Galerius himself. As for what he plans to do with her, that's not for one of my station to know. Yet I shall see it done all the same.
No! Scarlet!
Okay. It's Clive.
I'm ashamed to hear you met such misfortune before I arrived.
Your Highness, this man is Clive, the knight we spoke of earlier.
A pleasure.
Still, it rankles the mind. I never would have dreamt that Galerius was after Scarlet, and not you, my prince.
Who was that knight who took her?
Yeah, why did they take her?
His name is Renaud, formerly a proud servant of Queen Elenia, not unlike myself. And just as I fell victim to Galerius and his foul magic, it would seem he has met with a similar fate.
All the same, why Scarlet?
Perhaps her role as a priestess has something to do with it. Lately I've heard tell of Zenoira's desire to spread its roots into the Orthodoxy, making one with direct ties a prime target.
In any case, the risk to her safety is clear should she fall into Galerius's hands. And sitting idly by only serves to stoke my worry further. Let us be off at once.
Wouldn't do that if I was you. No chance you're helping the girl if you don't even know where you're going.
And you are?
Don't worry, he's a friend. A collaborator of mine by the name of Travis.
Fancy way to refer to a spy. You need intel, dirt, or just the latest weather, I'm your man.
And what of Renaud?
Road east, faster than a clap of thunder. I can only assume he's going for the city. But the real problem is his army of mercenaries. We want after Renaud, we've got to go through them.
Your Highness, we all share your sense of urgency, but we've no hope of aiding Scarlet without first routing the enemy before us.
Right. We depart as soon as we're able.
House Carl. House Carls are excellent attackers who can lower an enemy's defense. The Liberation's command post is captured. Victory. Defeat Aubin. Press X on the deployment screen. On the screen, you can add, swap, or remove members. Each character has a set class that determines their combat affinities, as well as what weapons and skills they're able to use. Listen to their explanation. Don't listen. Sure. Such information would prove quite valuable. Yes, please go on. As you wish, my prince. To begin with, cavalry classes such as mine are quite effective when facing enemy infantry. As such, you may always call upon me to dispatch infantry in your path. Knights are highly effective against infantry-based units and can traverse stages swiftly due to their high mobility. Remember, Your Highness, that danger lies around every turn upon the field of battle, yet the shield I bear is more than capable of defending our allies from harm. Boasting great shields, armor, hoplite, and high physical defense, hoplites are stout warriors that excel at protecting their allies. Defending's not the only way to survive, though. If you ask me, you're better off not getting hit in the first place. If you put me in the front row, our enemies won't even be able to touch us. Thief. Thieves have high evasion, allowing them to swiftly dodge enemy attacks in the front row. Generally speaking, you'll find it best to place your sturdiest fighters on the front row while reserving the back row for fragile combatants. Look upon the following formations as examples on how you may wish to deploy. The Lord in the front row will bear the brunt of enemy attacks, while the Knight in the back row cuts down infantry. The Lord and Hoplite will share the burden of enemy attacks, and the Lord will heal when he uses Lean Edge. The Thief in the front row. On the screen, you can change the unit's formation. Okay, can I not? Okay, I want Travis. I think I want Travis with oops. Okay, I want to fix a lanes unit. Okay, I think we're gonna put I think we're gonna keep that unit like that. Okay, let me just... Deck here, I think we'll put... This unit's already full. Alright.
They will be ours.
In service of the royal family.
The time is at hand. To me.
Awaiting your command. As you wish. I am yours to command, Your Highness.
Come then.
I shall protect you!
We march on! A fine bout.
What would you ask? Very well. As expected. Gaze upon the face of your demise.
I actually forgot I put Travis in front there.
Fighting me yet. For the liberation. Awaiting your command. By your word.
They will know what hit them.
Enemy reinforcements. Facilities controlled by the enemy army will occasionally call reinforcements to the battle. Try attacking the enemy controlling the facility if you wish to stem the tide. This will force them to heal, stopping them from surrounding reinforcements.
We march. Onward.
I am yours to command, Your Highness.
Now then.
I'll not fail you. As you wish.
The time is at hand. The path is set.
I shall hold nothing back. trivial undertaking.
Engaging in battle consumes 1 stamina, seen on the shield to a unit's right. Units with 0 stamina will be unable to move. A unit's starting stamina is determined by its leader. Select Rest from a unit's action menu to command it to rest. The unit will then enter a waiting state and recover a set amount of stamina. Keep in mind, a resting unit is defenseless against enemy attacks. If an enemy engages a resting unit in battle, then that unit will be unable to use active or passive strikes.
Awaiting your command. By your word.
We march. To me.
Hoist the banners.
Oh, Revival Orb. The bridge there appears to be held by enemy spear bearers. Not only are they capable of delivering piercing attacks to an entire column, but they deal heavy damage to cavalry as well. I suggest you exercise the utmost caution in handling them. Some skills, like the Soldier's Long Thrust, can pierce an enemy unit, damaging enemies in the front and back rows. Combatants arranged in a column are susceptible to piercing attacks. Move the cursor over a unit and press X to view the unit's detail screen. Alright, well, we are already...
The path is set. You face me.
You okay?
Good. Ready. On it. We march. To me. Your villainy ends here. A fine job. Well fought.
Garrison effects. Facilities such as towns and bridges have a variety of garrison effects, which are bestowed upon the unit garrisons within. These effects can prove quite powerful, so try to garrison units and facilities whenever enemies approach. If you wish to review a facility's garrison effects, simply move the cursor over. You can now skip battles by pressing plus. It's often better to watch battles play out, as skipping them prevents you from learning why a unit lost or won. No stamina consumption, no wait time. Yeah, we're gonna garrison you there.
Path is set. 'Tis ours now.
Then I think we're gonna send you two
I'm up.
this way.
You got it. Come then.
I am your shield.
Good. You face me. A fine job. Your villainy ends here.
Fuck it, let's do it.
We march on. Victory grows ever closer.
I think we're
I'll
gonna
not
send,
fail you.
or we're gonna
What
deploy
would you ask?
Oh, I don't have to set. I can move them to here.
Very well.
And then I'm gonna move you guys to here.
On it. Come then.
Tempered in the cruel flames of war.
I must never yield. Well fought.
Gaze upon the face of your demise. I am with you! I fight in me yet. For the liberation.
All done.
I shall hold nothing back.
I'll take that.
Man, having Travis in the party makes things so much easier to do.
I've not chosen my grave yet. What would you ask? By your word.
Ready. Yes, sir.
These ruins may hold something of use. You can find items by garrisoning in ruins.
Come. I fight in me yet.
I wonder why Joseph isn't getting experience
A
now.
little bit of tricorn pride for you.
A trivial undertaking.
I'm here.
I'll not fail you. Very well. I have taken it as our own.
Dew of Strength.
I'm up. Onward. All done. Good. On it. We march. The path is set. I'm here. Now then. Ready. You got it. Time is with us. Should we only keep our focus? All done. The time is at hand. Onward.
The stars displayed beneath an enemy's stamina represent the relative strength of their unit. An enemy unit can have 1 to 3 stars depending on their strength. The enemy with a 3-star rating is the commander for a given battle. Can I add? Okay, I can't add 3 yet. I guess our units are not.
Your villainy ends here. A fine job. A fine bout. Sure thing. Yes, sir.
Awaiting your command. As you wish.
Come then.
Well, look who finally came knocking.
Apologies, but I fear we lack the time for pleasantries.
Figures. Let's get it over with then.
You'll see no harm. You're done for.
You'll be okay. We march on.
You can now use Valor skills during a battle stage. Use them by selecting the Valor skills option from a unit's action menu. Different classes have access to different Valor skills, each of which consume Valor points. For example, Elaine's Valorous Order skill grants first strike to allied units in range, which will prove useful when fighting enemy commanders.
I'm up. You got it.
We march. Stronger than ever. Your villainy ends here.
I am your shield.
Good.
Okay, I want the other.
Sure thing.
The time is at hand. The path is set.
I'm ready to hit something.
There we go.
No stopping now. See, Chloe? I can do stuff.
In service of the crown.
I didn't realize they were level 1 when I went in there. Acquired Vitality Talisman. Victory!
Alone, are you?
What happened to your friends?
Long gone by now. But with all the time about him, never could have done it without you lot chasing me halfway to hell and back, though.
The fort's empty, Your Majesty. Not a soul in sight.
Guy laid out the bait, and we just had to take a nibble.
Strange. Few leaders would play the sacrificial lamb in such a predicament.
Don't flatter yourselves. I would have shook you off like weak old mud if I hadn't hurt my leg in our little scuffle.
Oh, bullshit.
But hey, that's just part of the job. You're gambling with your life the second you take that coin.
Then you know how this ends.
Stay your blade, Lex. There's something I need to ask him. What does Galerius want with Scarlet? I'll take any scraps of information you may have, please.
You do realize I'm just hired steel, yeah? They keep my pockets nice and heavy, and that's as far as my curiosity goes. So, sorry, but I'm not a questions kind of guy. At least not past my bottom line.
Well, what do we do with him?
Let's say I offered to fill those pockets instead.
Yeah, pay him.
What then?
First, I'd ask if you still had all your marbles, but I'm not the discriminating type, as long as the pay's right.
If this is supposed to be a joke, I'm not laughing. We're trying to beat the enemy, not hire them.
It's not every day you come across a man willing to greet the heavens in order to see his allies safe. Now, our aim is to liberate these lands from the oppressive clutches of Zenoira and its emperor. I'd ask your aid in that battle.
You know, I'd heard you were nothing more than the crumbs of some spineless resistance that got chewed up and spat back out. Never would have guessed you're really just a pack of reckless lunatics.
This so-called lunatic is none other than Prince Elaine, true-born heir to the Cornian throne. And our war is a righteous one.
You're trotting around the crown brat of a dead and gone kingdom trying to flip a whole damn empire? Sorry, kids, but I don't like them odds.
Doesn't sound like he's interested.
Hope you know I don't come cheap.
Does that mean you'll join us?
Granted, you're willing to foot the bill. King-making's not an everyday job for a merc. But you've seen enough to know I'm worth the gold and more. So we got a deal? We'll even cut you a little discount.
Thanks.
Now that we've settled matters here, we move to rescue Scarlet. Time grows short.
Indeed. It's more than evident Galerius had some grand purpose in kidnapping her. Delivering her from his bloodied talons may strike a heavy blow to the heart of his aims.
Perhaps, but this is far sooner than we had planned. Our allies remain scattered through every realm of Fevrith. Casting the gauntlet at Renault's feet would only send us all to an early grave.
If I may add, there are those among Galerius's adherents who willfully chose to betray the Queen those long years ago. I fear we have no hope of avoiding conflict with such base traitors.
It would seem we'll need to bolster our ranks then.
Your Highness, upon ushering you to Palavia, I labored tirelessly to build a foundation upon which the Liberation Army can take hold. I have seen great suffering in our lands, 'tis true, and yet greater resentment harbored by the oppressed and the downtrodden. I have every faith such fierce emotion will spur them to join our cause. My prince, fly your crest across the banner of the Liberation. Spearhead the rebellion against Zenoira, and you will surely find kindred spirits ready to take arms in your name.
Then I will do just that. I only ask that you be the crutch I may lean on when the perils of war grow too great to bear alone.
Choose a heraldic achievement to represent Elaine. It's going to be edited later on. Oh, I can choose a crest. Neato. We might be wrapping up like right now because we're getting. I don't want to give away too much. That's what I wanted. You'll come across a variety of quests as you explore Fevrith. You can review the details of any quest you receive by pressing plus to open the overworld menu. You can move freely through the overworld with L. Start by heading for Fort Soligi or Soligi and selecting Visit. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. The demo is not finished yet, but this is about an hour and first hour into it. So yeah, we'll return. But we played a couple of battles. We have the gist of the battles down and all that stuff. You got the gist of the story. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to give us a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Just see. Continue new game. Alright, my name is Steve. We'll see you in the next one.